In this video, I'm going to show you how to reconnect a smart switch, specifically the Treatlife smart switches that you can get on Amazon using the Smart Life app. These are two switches in my kitchen. One of them, for whatever reason, fell off the app. I can't communicate with it at all, so they obviously both work manually. But if I have my smart assistant to turn off the lights in the kitchen, it can only turn off one or only turn on one because the one's not working. So I'm going to show you here how to reconnect it without having to take anything out of the wall. So again, this is the specific switch that I am resetting in this video here. I don't know if this will work for other brands that maybe use the Smart Life app. But this is the specific brand, and this is how you do it. This is actually spelled out pretty clearly in the user manual. But if you're like me and you threw that away, you couldn't figure out how to reset it until I bought another box of these and then realized, oh, it's actually not that difficult. So, first thing you need to do is find the breaker for the switches. This way you don't have to disconnect anything from the wall. And you're going to go ahead and turn that off for 10 seconds. You know, 10 seconds or so. And this will remove power from the device, and then you're going to turn the breaker back on and then head back to the switch. Okay, now that you've done that, you're back at the switch here. Now this is the one that is not working. It just has the white light on right now because it does have power. I'm going to press and hold that for 5 seconds. So the light just turned on right now, and there you go. After 5 seconds, the light turned off and it is now flashing red. So now we can go back into the Smart Life app and re-add this device. Okay, so now we are back in the app. So now we can add this just like it was a brand new device. This is a wall switch with Wi-Fi connectivity. We are going to enter in our wireless network information here. Make sure you use the supported wireless network. In this case, it needs to be 2.4 gigahertz. Next, in this case here, I am using a Google Home wireless, so it uses the same network name for both 5 gigahertz and 2.4. So in my case, I'm going to click carry on because I know the network supports both. But in your case, you may need to switch it to one that provides 2.4 gigahertz. Since our red light is already flashing, I'm going to click confirm. And I'm going to confirm that it is blinking quickly, which means it is ready to connect. And now it's going to scan the network for this device that is trying to connect to the network. And this works pretty well. It should usually happen here pretty quickly. Basically, that device is going to, the router, the app through the router is going to connect to the device. And we just have to wait for it to scan and register the device here. The switch on the wall has now stopped flashing red. Yep, so there we go. Okay, so I just need to hit the blue plus there. There we go. So now it is added. Since it was connected before, it's already been re-added with the same name. So there shouldn't be any reason to change it, but I could change it here if I needed to. I'll go ahead and tap on done. And let's test it out. There we go. So there we have it. Now my smart switches have been reconnected. We'll test it out. Turn off the kitchen lights. It only got one of them. And that is because this is the one that we just reconnected and it's not associated to my group in my house yet. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. Took care of that. Because it was re-added, I had previously removed it from Google Home because it wasn't working. I was tired of hearing the error each time. So I just had to add it back into the Google Home. The device, again, Smart Life has an integration with Google Home, so it shows right up in there without any additional reconfiguration. So now turn on the kitchen lights.
Turning 2 lights on.
There we go. So you can see both of those are now working properly. Turning on the kitchen lights. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that was helpful. If maybe you're like me and you throw away owner's manuals for devices that you've set up, maybe it wasn't clear on how to easily reconnect a device without having to take it out of the wall or anything like that. At least with these devices here, it's a pretty easy process of just turning the breaker on and off. Or off and on, I should say, pressing and holding it for 5 seconds and then reconnecting it through the app. So if this was helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. Helps me out. If you're interested in these specific switches, also check in the video description below. I'll put a link to Amazon to the switches here that I use. I also have another video on my site that shows how to set these up from the start. I'll put that link up in the card here in the top right. You can click on that and see how these are actually installed into the wall. And then lastly, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more tech tips related like these, and also just all sorts of stuff related to technology, cryptocurrency, and things like that. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.